at least I'm not alone, you know. Welcome to our Zoom call, October 14th, 2014. So let's see, that would make it a 10-14-14. Pretty good. Anyway, we are here to celebrate our success for this week. And we are on the last 2 weeks of the challenge. You guys ready for this? Have you battened down the hatches and become more determined than ever to make it?
Sure.
Good. Okay, so what we want to do is celebrate some successes. So everybody gets to tell something that, you know, you can share anything you want. Any success. All right. Are we all right? Okay, so any success you've had, if it's non-scale victory, or it can be something you've learned, or a change that you've made in your life that's for the better, I hope. You can even ask questions or whatever you want, but you got to tell us where you're from, who you are, and who your favorite movies are. No, I was just kidding. something interesting, distinguishing about you. Is that all right? Let's take it away. All right. Who wants to be first? Denise, you're first on my screen.
Okay. Well, I'm Denise, and I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. And I've never met Claudia. Don't know her, but I hooked up through the challenge through Christina. And I don't know what I've learned. Let's see. I don't know that I've really learned too much, because a lot of the things, it's all just refresher. It's things that I've heard over the years. I lost 40 pounds about 20 years ago. And when I did that, I went on Nutrisystem, and I told myself that I was never going to do that again. And so every year I pull myself back to my goal weight. So it's been really good to keep me reminded of all of these things. But I thought I was going to be able to get on here today and report that I met my goal, but I've been stuck for like 3 days now. I have a half a pound left to lose. So.
Oh, no sweat. She's got 14 days.
But I've been stuck at that half a pound for 3 days. So.
That's great. You are going to be there. That's awesome. I love your posts on our little page, because you always have positives to say to everybody, and you know.
Well, thank you.
Keep us going on the crazy exercises. Let's see, David, you want to be next?
Sure.
Why not?
I think something that I have learned again is the importance of drinking water. It's easy for that good habit to slip away, at least in my life as it is, especially if you have a lot of meetings at work and you think, I don't want to excuse myself 5 times from this meeting like I but it's really quite miraculous how your body takes on the extra water, and in a while you're doing great again, and it's a good habit. But it's one, at least for me, that slips away. So it's nice to be learning that again.
Good. Do you want to tell us something interesting about you?
I'm married to her.
That is interesting, really interesting.
And I've known her a little bit longer than Larry, who is going to be our next person. He and I and Claudia went to the same high school in Boise, Idaho.
Yeah.
And it's been a very long time.
It is.
We were younger men in those days.
That's great. So, well, thank you. Larry, take it away.
And I used to sing with Larry Petrie in high school. That's one of my cool things.
There you go.
Yeah, I was going to say, we were in the choir together.
Uh-huh.
Capital Singer. Were you in Capital Singers when I was?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I didn't sing good enough. So I listened.
Wasn't it?
That's okay, too.
Wasn't the problem.
Well, I was going to say, before David already said it, the biggest thing probably is the water intake. I've known for a long time the benefits of drinking lots of water. My dad was a water drinker and always kind of promoted that. And So I've always known that, but I've never really practiced it as well as I should or needed to. So during this challenge, I guess the success is I've very consistently consumed at least 80 ounces. Yesterday I had 120 ounces, but then in the evening I went and donated double reds at the Red Cross. So I was kind of anticipating I was going to need some extra anyway.
What does double red mean?
Well, when you donate, when you give a regular donation, they take a unit of blood and they take everything, put it in the bag. For double reds, they put you on a machine that pulls out the blood, separates the red cells, and then it puts back in the other components other than the red cells. So, and they take out twice as many red cells as they would get in a regular blood donation. So, anyway.
Didn't know?
You learn new stuff all the time. You're really smart.
Well, I learned about it, and it's kind of cool to do, and there's a lot of different things they can do with that blood. It benefits a lot more than just a few people, so it's kind of fun to do. I don't know if I've got my 10-gallon bin yet, but I've gotten a 5-gallon bin for donation over the years, and it's kind of fun.
Very good. So how you doing on the challenge?
Well, it's very challenging. I am not as consistent as I would like to have been up to this point. But logging on to the challenge page keeps me aware of the accountability. So I'm a little more careful than I otherwise would be, but I every now and then get in a hurry or something, and I'll grab things or do things that are quick to fix that aren't always the best choice. But at least through this whole challenge, I've been very aware of what I've been eating. Made some of my meals a little guilty, but but I was aware, and so the rest of the day I was a little more careful maybe.
Yeah.
And my problem has always been I eat too fast, so I don't get full, so I continue to eat, and so I've put on quite a bit of weight. I lost 17 pounds once, but I found them again. So
They're pretty easy to find, I found.
they're way too easy to find, and people will offer to give you theirs and provide all sorts of. So anyway, I've lost about half of what I need to for the whole thing. So hopefully I can focus a little better this next couple of weeks and meet the goal.
That's all right. The non-scale victory is awesome that you're more aware. So
Well, I'm hoping that some of these choices, I'm establishing some habits that won't dissipate at the end of this challenge. I'll continue to try and be aware.
okay. Yeah, that's great. Hey, tell us something interesting about you, like how many children you have. I think that's interesting.
I have 10 children and 10 grandchildren at this point.
Wow.
No, isn't it
just-
cool?
I found out Sunday that we're going to have another one in February, so that'll be fun.
Congratulations.
Another grandchild or another child?
Another grandchild.
Okay, I saw you almost fall off your chair. It was worth it.
This is great. Barb, it's your turn. Can you top that? Just kidding.
I can't top it.
I see your little dog. That's cute.
Holly.
Holly, oh good. So tell us your words of wisdom and what you have learned maybe this week, or changes that you've made that you thought you never would make, or some non-scale surprise.
Ways to fix vegetables, which I really don't like, but I figure out how I'm going to eat them. And Dave, or Larry, the thing you were talking about is apheresis. I worked in the cardiac lab at St. Mary's in Rochester for many years, and my husband was also a patient, and he had to have cells from apheresis people because they need to get the same blood from the same person for some of these cancers. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm glad you're doing that. Thank you, because I can't give blood because I've had cancer twice. So
Wow. Well,
I'm sitting in my son's home with his youngest stepson because I went to the basketball game and the oldest boy broke his thumb and had to go to the hospital, and the other girl is playing basketball, so I brought the young football player home. So we're sitting here before I go home. So
well, I'm glad you got on. This is great.
Now, where do you live, Barb?
Minnesota,
Okay.
by Rochester, by the Mayo Clinic.
Okay, there you go.
I've got a good friend from when I did my 2 years back in Washington, D.C., who is working at the Mayo Clinic right now.
Yeah, a lot of people are.
That's great.
It's a good place to work. I was there 27 years, so.
Wow. So vegetables, good girl, good girl.
Don't like them, but I'm figuring out what to do with some of them. We'll see what happens.
There's hope, Nicole. You'll like them someday. Or maybe there's not hope.
And I'm not a good example because I don't like them either.
Uh,
I
Well, if
try
you
to
put
eat
enough
them.
cheese on them, you're fine.
White sauce and all that stuff. Right?
So our next person is Kathy, and she can hear us just fine, but we can't hear her. But she texted me what she wants to say. She said that the water has been very interesting to her, to the readings, and also about attitude and how wonderful and informative those have been. So, yep, Kathy's awesome. She's a rock star, and she lives just down the street from me. And something interesting about Kathy, let's see, what's interesting about Kathy, David?
She has 8 kids, does she?
7 or 8. Yep, she's got 8 kids, and she is a interior designer. So she's very cool. And what else?
Nice person.
What'd you say, Barb?
She's the one that got the new house, right?
No, I don't think she has a new house. Who did have a new house? Somebody had a new house, though. But no, yeah.
Was the other Kathy Parents, was she moving?
She was with, no, it's not that one. We got three Kathys on our challenge, so it's awesome.
The first call we had, Melanie was on, and she was talking about their new place in Texas. And
Maybe that was it. Yeah. Okay, so Kathy, thanks. And she's rocking and rolling. She's doing so well on the challenge. She just got over having double pneumonia. So,
oh no.
yep, she's doing good now. Okay, Diane, are you on? I see.
I have my phone. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. We can hear you. We can't see you, but we know you're there. So speak to us.
Yeah.
Oh,
My computer isn't working.
so did
So
you?
I can see you, but you can't. I had to call in for my phone to have you hear me.
Oh, that's just fine. So did you? Oh, so are you doing now? There's a Peterson 1, and then there's also a 510 3795. Is that you too?
Yeah, that's me. That's the phone.
Okay, so we've got you both ways. Okay, cool. So, so Diane, did you hear what the message is? We're celebrating our successes, and you can tell a non-scale victory, something you've learned, a cool change that you've made, and then something really awesome about yourself. And if you don't come up with it, I will.
My success is that I finally have my body regulated so I'm not going to the bathroom every few minutes. How about that?
We understand. Why do we?
Oh, is that good?
That's really good.
I liked your post about the dress in the closet, that it fits.
Is that amazing?
You said she
It was
wore it
so
on Sunday,
funny.
and I wasn't there. So.
That is a fun thing.
Yep, congratulations. That's awesome. Okay, now tell us something cool about yourself that distinguishes you from everybody else. Come on.
Oh my gosh, I like to be a goof, I guess. I think it's fun to be funny.
Yes, she does. And she is. And tell us about the 4th of July. What do you and your family do on the 4th of July in Layton, Utah?
Oh, you're so sweet. But I really, it's a joy. We do the flag raising ceremony for Layton City, and it is so fun, and it is so great to share that with people.
She's
That's
awesome.
very cool.
Yeah, that's great. So we love Diane. So Kayleen, you are next, girl. Tell us some stuff.
Okay. Well, I think the same thing about the water. You know, this is the second time I've been able to do a challenge, and I didn't feel like I was, I don't know, my head wasn't really in the first time, and this time it seems like it's better. And the water's been huge for me. I've seen a lot of great things from that. I don't get as many headaches, and I feel like my blood sugar is more regulated, and I'm sure that's also because I'm doing the 5-in-1 better also.
Wow. Well, that's great.
All great
Wow.
lessons.
Okay, Kayleen, tell us something distinguishing about you.
Oh, let's see. I taught preschool for 25 years, and now I'm a librarian at a school library.
Wow, that's
Cool.
great. That's distinguishing. I certainly never did that.
It's good.
And you live in Burley, Idaho, right?
Yes, I do live in Burley, Idaho.
Okay, great. Well, this is
Yes,
fun.
in fact, one of you were related to Maylin Flake, right?
Yes, that's us.
She's our sister-in-law.
Okay. Okay. Maylin used to live here in Burley, and she and I were good friends before she moved.
Yeah,
Yeah, we remember those days.
yep, she's great.
I have
Yeah, she
a
is.
question, this probing question about Burley, Idaho. Does the wind always blow, or just if you're passing through? Because I swear, we always get gas in Burley, and the wind always blows.
Well, the wind usually does blow, but if the next time you're getting gas in Burley, you better call, and we can check it out for sure.
All right. We can start keeping a diagram or a chart or something.
Okay,
Yeah, there we go. There we
I like Burley, I do, but the wind always blows.
go. It does. If you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes. It'll change.
one of those places.
I don't
Yeah.
think the wind blows as bad in Burley as it does in Rexburg, though, does it?
Well, that's true. Our son lives in
Well,
Richmond.
I'm actually from Rexburg, and Burley is much, much, much warmer than Rexburg
Yeah.
at any given time, really.
I lived in Idaho Falls, and we moved to the Banana Belt here in Boise.
That's right.
That's true.
Oh.
So
You know how that is.
this is great. This is just great. As we look forward to the next couple of weeks, anybody have any special things they're going to try to make the last 2 weeks even better? Like, or are you going to just take on some new things? Have you guys been doing lately? There's been some reading on sleep. How are you guys getting 7 hours of sleep? Fess up.
Yeah, I plan to sleep a lot more.
Okay.
No, I've been doing pretty good.
That's been one of my huge challenges, you know. I just figure, where do people find time to sleep that much? And
He says he's going to sleep when he dies. That's what he says. I said, I don't need sleep now. I'll do it when I die.
I like that.
Something that hit me between the eyes the other day was that reading, and this is for you, Nicole, that reading about moms who tell their kids to finish all the food on their plate. Does your mom do that to you, Nicole?
Yeah.
We can't help it. We don't want to waste food.
Well, we grew up that way too.
We did.
But the main reason why I tell her to finish her food is because 30 minutes later she wants to eat.
Oh, that is wickedness.
So I'm like, you gotta finish so that she's not in there in 30 minutes wanting to eat again.
That's true.
Mm,
She's always too busy, like wanting to do other things other than eat. So she wants to eat a little bit, run off, and go do whatever it is she wants to do.
That's great. Hey, Christine, you joined us. I see you joined us.
Yes, I'm sorry I'm a little bit late. I got home late.
Hey, we accept you right now. This is awesome. So we've got a lot of fun people on here. We've got Denise and Larry. We've got Barb, Kathy Ovia, Diane Peterson, you, Kayleen. And everybody's been sharing about their success, their either a non-scale victory, something that they've learned, or a change you've made as you've been in this challenge. Anyway, if you want to share something, it's your turn.
Oh,
Is that okay?
well, every day I learn something. I love all the information that's being provided during the challenge. I wish that I could get a disc of all the exercises because I'll never remember them. But I think the thing that, I think I shared this on the team wall today, but the thing that has been really impactful to me is just really being aware of what I'm eating, what I'm choosing for my meal plans, and how that is affecting me and developing more discipline and, like I say, awareness. So I enjoy that. I think the accountability has been good. I have just really loved all the reading and all the good information.
Great.
I think it's been awesome.
Oh yeah, Christine, there's one other thing we were doing. We're sharing some distinguishing characteristic about ourselves, or something about yourself that you can share with us that we'll always remember you by. Good luck.
Let's see.
Or do you
I've got the greatest friend, kids, and grandchildren in the world.
There you go. You do. We know something.
How do you guys know that Christine is my sister?
Yeah.
She's my sister.
We've got some relatives in it. So, yep, Christine and David are good buddies.
And thank you for these beautiful flowers, Christine.
She sent him flowers today.
You want to see my flowers?
Christine, that
Oh,
was
I'm glad you got them. How nice.
There you go.
Is that nice? It's not very often. He said, look at who brought you flowers. And I said, they did not bring them to me. That's to you. David's had some sickness lately, so she was being thoughtful. Anyway, you guys, this is just great. We've been going for a long enough time that we don't have to stay on. How long shall I stay on to take more people? Shall we just get off? Because this is going to be the drawing.
Oh.
Yeah, this is fun. Anyway, this is just lots of fun. And I mean, if you want to stay on, we could even, I could come up with the drawing right now.
Good,
You guys want to do it right now?
Well, I just want to tell you thanks for everything that you're doing, for all the support that you're giving, and all the great information. And I love your calls. Thanks so much.
Oh, you guys are so great. You know, the fun thing is, I love this page that everybody is sharing. It's so much fun to see everybody get on and be so nice and supportive of each other. Don't you guys find that fun?
Go ahead.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome.
It's great. Okay, I gotta get some skizzers.
All right.
All right, we're gonna do this thing.
Denise, where in Tennessee did you say you're living?
Nashville.
Oh,
I'm actually in Hermitage, which is just outside east of Nashville. But
okay. I worked for City Cards for a while, and worked with a woman out of Gray, Tennessee, up north.
I'm not even sure where Gray is. No.
Worked with her for 2 years, and I've never met her, but know her voice on the phone.
Yeah. And where were you from? Did you say, or did I miss it?
I'm in Boise, Idaho.
Oh, okay.
I spent 2 years in Beckley, West Virginia. Went through Nashville on my way from Texas up to West Virginia to do a contract up there. But
And where you mentioned about Melanie being from Texas, where does she live in Texas?
It's called Hamlin. It's outside Abilene, about 50 miles.
Oh, okay. Because I grew up in Texas. I lived in Texas for 19 years. So
What town are you from?
Wichita Falls.
Okay.
Oh, I saw that on a map.
I looked at Wichita Falls several times and thought, I think I could live there. Even though the falls is man-made.
Yeah, they actually do have a falls now. They didn't have the falls when I was growing up there, but they do have the
Oh,
falls.
that's funny. So
My,
they did before.
My son is an ER nurse at Texas Presbyterian in the Dallas area. He lives in Louisville. So I've visited him a few times.
Oh, that's great.
Texas is big.
Can you guys see I'm making the little pieces of paper? I wrote your names in them. And David's got the bowl. So we're going to find out the winner of the $25 contest. Don't you love it? We didn't have to write a poem or anything. Larry, nobody has to.
That's great.
Okay, so let's see. Let's make sure I've got everybody in here. So I've got one for, let's see, 1, 2, I'm counting the things. Diane's in here twice, so we better not put her in twice. Right, Diane?
Yeah, don't do that.
Yep, Peterson.
That's right. Don't do that.
4, 6. I figure we have 7. We're not counting now. So
There you go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that right? Okay. Oh, look at, we got it. All right, here we go. All right, I'll hold it.
Drum roll.
Drum roll.
Okay, the winner is.
Okay, the winner is Kayleen.
Woohoo!
No way.
I should go in for-
Congratulations.
Yeah,
That's so
that's
great.
awesome.
Thank you. I'm excited. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for getting on. This was fun. This was the best call we've had, huh? Larry, you've been on them before, and we had that too. I didn't
Well, this is the biggest participation. I wouldn't say the best call necessarily.
There you go. You guys,
They
this
are
is
fun to
so-
watch.
Yes, it is fun. It's fun to see faces. This is great. So, yeah, next time, Diane, you got to get that computer fixed. And Kathy, get on the computer so we can see you. Christine, hi.
Yeah, I couldn't get my computer to work and my camera wasn't working. So
You're great. Just happy to have you. And Kathy, thanks for being on, even though you're silent. We got your text message. Anyway, everybody, good night, and thanks for being on. And remember, stop challenge 2. We can finish this.
Sleep tight.
thanks again for everything.
All right. You guys are great. Thanks.
Have a
Bye-bye.
great rest
Thanks,
of the week.
Claudia.
Yes, great rest of the week. Nicole, thanks for getting on. You rock and roll. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Thanks, Claudia.
You bet.